What's rolling, YouTube? It's your boy Noonie, and today I'm coming back at y'all once again with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram.
Already know what's up. Fucking nigga bitch got 'em mad as fuck. Yeah, and I ain't tryna brag or nothing, but the first thing they ask you got a bag or what? Yeah, and the racks is added up. So the next thing they ask you in a trap or what? Yeah.
In today's video is gonna be talking a little bit about manifestation. Quick little insight. I watched the video last night. It was by him Life 44. He was saying how everybody tell him that they respect him for not using profanity in his videos or social sites in general, or if he does, it's very rare. And he said the reason for it is because it's a brand. Social media really is your brand. So by you using profanity, it's a lot of companies that don't want to work with you. He never heard, and that's true. I never heard a company say, "Oh, we not gonna work with him because he doesn't use profanity." If anything, it's the opposite. So from this point on, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be completely eliminated from my videos because that's just how I talk. But I'm in the process of rebranding myself, so it'll be limited and eventually completely cut out. Y'all ain't got no real love, so I rolled me up a little jointed joint. But anyway, I'm not an expert on manifestation. I am getting into spirituality, and I'm getting into it because you can't do it by yourself. At the end of the day, we was created by something more than sexual reproduction. It had to be something to create the sexual reproduction process and all these systems that we learn and we believe in, and it had to be something to start all this. Oftentimes, you know, it's the weird thing that actually be right. The weird logistics of certain stuff, it really be right. You did what I'm saying? It's truly be like that sometimes. So, you know, you just gotta go with the flow. But don't go with the flow. Going with the flow mean work with the universe. Go with the flow don't mean, oh, if something happen, just accept it. Because if you accept all the things that life give you, then you're not gonna be truly satisfied. You have to work for opportunity. You have to gain, or at least is my opinion, you have to gain some sort of recognition. It's a lot of silent bosses. You can be that, but at the end of the day, they still know. If they have a business, it have to be some type of, in other words, somebody know about their business for it to be boom. Just because it's not mainstream like these big stores that we go to, just because it's not a designer brand and everybody don't yearn for it, don't mean that it don't have some sort of recognition. So anyway, manifestation, you know, it's a lot of different parts. It's law of attraction. If you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you watched some sort of other video, but manifestation is like most people say law of attraction. But I believe that the law of attraction, you have to attract things, but you have to work to attract, and that's why law of action come into place. And not a lot of people talk about that. Everybody have their own personal beliefs of how systems run or what works for people or what's the truth. But the reality is you can look and know, but what's true for somebody else is not going to be true for you. Everybody has their own opinion for a reason. Everybody has their own opinion because they're their own person. No two people are exactly alike. They were raised up on certain things, you know. Everybody belief is different. Everybody different. Not everybody self-taught to, and not everybody start from the same position. But this is what I learned. I learned that you can start from a different position. But it all depends on what you do with your position. So yeah, you might have to work harder just to get to the same starting line as somebody, but don't stop there. And success is different for everybody. Everybody have their own opinion of success. You get what I'm saying? So just because one thing works for somebody and you tried and it don't work, now you saying that they lied and it really don't work and they did something else. You know, you just quit the judge basically. So now I'm about to try to get into the different types of manifestations, or the ones that I know. The first one is scripting. It's basically acting as if, in this video, because I watch a lot of educational videos. Like YouTube used to be my platform for fun. I used to watch it all day and all night. But then I came to realization. I was like, why use this platform like just strictly entertainment when I can use it for entertainment and education? And I'm starting to learn that formal education is not everybody's route. Formal education is not even like most people true route. A lot of doctors and lawyers are not happy. And you probably in this video like, nigga, what? Doctors and lawyers are not happy. They doctors and lawyers. Like, what is there not to be happy about? At the end of the day, they're still people. And I want to touch on that too. A lot of people put other people above themselves or feel as though people worth is like, people worth is greater than theirs just because people know who they are or because they have more money than you. But in actuality, these people are probably going through so much things. They just happen to have a couple extra dollars than you. That's where law of attraction come in at. If you constantly think like that, then you're speaking into realization. So instead of comparing and just focusing deep within yourself and obtaining your results that will give you your fulfillment, that will give you a sense of knowing what your purpose is, so that way you can serve your purpose monetize that purpose, and then invest in your passions. And this is accumulation of knowledge from other videos. I watch these videos. I put together my own belief. And don't let people try to change your beliefs. I got family who are different religions. And me personally, I don't have a religion, but I do believe in God. But I believe in God from a different aspect than others. People believe God is the spirit or a person above, like we can't see, but his presence is there. Basically, the whole biblical portion of God. When you ask a God person a question, they're going to say God is with you. Tell God to guide your hand. Let Jesus take the wheel. They're going to say things of this aspect. But I'm real heavy on the God is inside you portion. I'm real heavy on that because it's a voice in my head. And sometimes I don't be meaning to say it, or I'll be talking and I'll be finna do something. And something in me would just take over and do something completely different. And I'll be like, wow, I ain't think about the consequences if I would have did the action that I was about to do. But this thing just came over me and possessed my body and allowed me to do something completely different, more beneficial to my life, or to the outcome, once again, or my manifestation. It changed me from a negative life-altering situation. It didn't benefit me, but 0 is greater than negative. Remember that. So you think, I don't want to be at 0. You don't want to be at a negative. At least from 0, it can go either way. And then you can continue to move up more towards the positivity. Think of it. Say 0, I go 0 to 100 real quick. They say that referring to their temper and things of that sort. But use 0 to 100 different. Use 0 to 100 to more so just you. You are 0 to 100. People say I want to live to 100 as a lifespan. They're putting limitations on themselves. Look up this video. 102-year-old veteran. It's gonna be a slender guy. He look a little tall. Smoking cigars. He served in world wars, etc. Use 0 to 100 to give your life a new span. Use 0 to 100 like just to represent you. We're born. We're not 1 year old. We're 0. And then as you grow and progress, use the 0 to 100 chart as an age. And don't just use the numbers. You know the little dash in between? That means, okay, half here, half there. Using you like, okay, I'm at about this point, you know, my birthday is in 6 months, so I'm about at halfway mark, 9 months. I'm 75% through, and, you know, just try to elevate. Use every day to elevate because you get older every day. I'm thinking, wow, this is the oldest and youngest I've ever been. So let them words come together. We're taught that those words are antonyms. Use these words to just continue to give you a great sense of belief. If you believe in negative, negative gonna come. If you believe in positive, positive gonna come. And don't ever forget that. I'm one to say, when I first heard the idea of journaling, I was like, I'm gonna just skip this and I'm gonna journal mentally. But after me using it and actually writing, I can say that it actually does help. I took a picture of my journal because I know I grab my phone every morning. Boom, alarm go off. Boom, grab the phone. Thumb on the power button. Boom, you did what I'm saying? Alarm off. I'm finna turn over and go back to sleep. That's a bad habit of mine. I end up waking up at around the same time. I'm like, wow, this is a good time. But then you'll have other days where you wake up earlier. And what we hate to be is late. Well, I'm a firm believer of it's better late than never. Because, yeah, you might sit there and think, okay, I did these things, but if I would have done them early, I'll be at a greater point in my life. And while that may be true, that's putting a limitation on your mindset. You want your mindset to blossom. You want your mindset to not have a ceiling. You want your mindset to be greater. I heard Living with Mozzie, he says, whoever told you the sky is the limit lied to you. Chase your whole potential. Your potential does not have a ceiling. TJ Millionaire Mentor. He said, if you chase your potential, you'll always win or you'll never lose. Something along them lines. Try to implement more positivity in your life. Every time you turn on a television, you're most likely going to see drama, some form of negativity, and that goes for a majority of all the stations, or you're going to see some form of entertainment. This is a time that you will never get back. Yeah, watching TV. Most people be bored watching TV. They be on their phone watching TV. They'll look up occasionally, but they be really scrolling or texting or doing as such. Having some form of interaction with their cellular device. But, you know, just completely, I'm not going to say eliminate, but I'm going to say just try to give yourself some positive. You feel what I'm saying? Try to give yourself some sense of just reassurance. Reprogram your mindset from this negative and toxic mind to this much more positive, productive mind. You did what I'm saying? Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip hop preacher, he said something. He said a couple things. He said, one generation's ceiling is the next generation's floor. That means that your seed, your offspring, is going to pick up where you left off. So you want to leave off on a pretty good mark. You know, every person or every parent tends to say, I just want you to live a better life than I did. I've been through struggles. And yes, that's good. That is very positive. But you have to implement this intention. You have to put action behind your intentions. You dig what I'm saying? Faith without works is considered dead. You have to put action behind your intentions. How are you going to expect something you're not putting energy into it? You're too busy grinding. See, everybody want to work hard. I'm a real firm believer in work smarter, not harder. Because if you work smart, you can do less work, but your results will be greater because you had the intelligence to do something really productive and it was in a timely manner. I'm not saying rush everything. I'm saying, would you rather be on a project 6 months or be on a project 3 months that's half productive? You dig what I'm saying? Do something great. Do something astonishing. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you can look at Derek Grace. I picture Derek Grace, entrepreneur, father, motivational speaker, author, best-selling author. Robert Kiyosaki, father, entrepreneur, mentor, best-selling author. Look at people that you deem successful. Don't look at them in envy. Look at them with some sort of, I thank you for this knowledge because I know I'm going to implement it in my life and receive something. I'm just going to say it. Everything doesn't come easy and some things don't come at all. But one thing that I can say is that everything is where it's supposed to be as of right now. As long as you continue to just do great, as long as you put your energy into it, whatever you put your energy to, you're going to get. You're going to manifest it. Use manifestation positively and knowingly instead of unwillingly and unproductively. And if you're suicidal watching this video, I just want to say, think about this. You're about to take your life. The attempt is successful. Okay, boom. Your life is gone. If I take my life, I'm showing a projection of what my life would have been like had I just simply changed it. Whatever situation you're in, if you're unhappy, change it. It's easier said than done, but it's not hard. If you implement that something's going to be hard, it's most likely going to be hard. If you say something hard, you're most likely going to quit because most people quit at hard things. Everybody doesn't have a challenging mindset. If you have a challenging mindset, then keep that mindset and then shift it and then potentially have a 50-50 mindset. You can have the challenging mindset, then you can have the, okay, let me make this less challenging so that I'm not stressed, I'm not overwhelmed, things of that such. You can have both at the same time. So you might watch mindset videos on YouTube and it's just like, okay, you would have this mindset, this mindset, this mindset. And you might say, oh, I have this one. Then a couple mindsets later, you're like, okay, I got this one too. Which one do I truly have? And go out trying to figure out, put the 60-40. You can have it. You can have both. You can have something along the margins. You can have the 40-60, 30-70. That's about the lowest that I'll go. If you have more intellect in something, go for that versus something that you don't. But you can build up the skill set. Focus on it. Don't try to do so many things at one time. People try to do a lot of things at one time because they feel like, okay, I'm doing a lot of things, but they're unproductive. But would you rather have about 2 or 3 completely finished projects doing good, or 35% done projects? Most likely, it's gonna try to keep working on the other ones. You dig what I'm saying? But no, just build every project from 0 to 100, and then you have 5 100 projects. And you have to know that everything's are done right. But I'm done for right now. If y'all want a part 2 to this video, then comment down below. You did what I'm saying. Or DM me. My Instagram is in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. You already know what to do if you new. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram.
Already know what's up. Fucking nigga bitch got 'em mad as fuck. Yeah, and I ain't tryna brag or nothing. But the first thing they ask you got a bag or what? Yeah, and the racks is added up. So the next thing they ask you on a trap or what? Yeah.
Goddamn, how'd you hit me?